admins are here. Please let me unmute everyone. I don't think they are actually. Let me do that myself. All right. So I've been saying let's say comments or replies on how this week has been. In one of the sessions, I talked about having 2 to 3 pairs to trade. Yes. Then I talked about please hold on. Sorry. As I was saying, I talked about patience in the chat, or let me say in the market generally. So I saw some comment lately about hitting stop losses. Hitting stop losses this week and checking most of the trades. The setup is not even complete. The bias is not even right. It is just more of forcing trades. And then some other chart I say is some people trading multiple pairs. As they are dropping chart on AU, they are dropping chart on UJ, they are dropping chart on GBP JPY, dropping chart on gold, dropping chart on BTC. Same person, almost 5 different entries, different pairs, and then by the end of the week, you will be so delusional thinking you went the week in profit. It doesn't work that way. I said it the last time, you are setting yourself up for failure, just as if everything I said entered the right ear and left through the left ear. I don't understand. Because I said it the other day, you only need 3 to 4 pairs. In fact, 2 is enough. Highest should be 3. You don't even need 4. Let's just be real with each other. You don't need 4 pairs. 3 active pairs is good and fine. Now, only you in 1 week, you've taken 7 trades, you've taken 10 trades. This is just Thursday. From 5 different pairs, UJ, USD JPY, GBP JPY, BTC, AUD, USD, GBP USD, you've traded everything this week. At the end of the day, you've taken like five stop losses. It doesn't make any sense. We are trying to be professionals here, but some people are not even taking it as a professionality. They're not even saying trade. I just saying trading as if this one enter, if this one no enter. That is not trading. Is rubbish. Enter the group chat. You see analysis. No higher time frame indication. No no higher time frame indication. The validity of the setup is not even complete. Wrong bias. Everything about the chart will just be wrong. With everything I've preached here, with everything I've talked about, and technicality, psychology, everything, we are still not showing like we are even. Most people that I'm saying they're like you are even learning from me. Let me just put it that way. Same thing I lay emphasis on last week. That is not a crime to not take a trade in a week. It's not a crime to not see setup. It's not a crime to be on the chart and sit and wait for a trade to actually for a setup to show up before you enter the chart. It is not a crime. Now only you by as of Thursday you've taken 7 trades. As of Wednesday you've taken 5 trades. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You are not a scalper. You're a type that wait for higher time frame mitigation, or let's say you're not even waiting for higher time frame mitigation. 15-minute, 30-minute entry. You've taken 5, 6 losses. Monday, you know you are not. Let's say you did not set up. You know you are not supposed to trade. You trade. You took the loss. Let's say you took like 2 to 3 losses, or let's say 2 losses. The next day you want to revenge trading. You want to make back the money you lost. While trying to make back the money you lost, with impatience, with trading what is not there, you took extra losses. Let's say by Tuesday, save you've blown the account, you've blown your proper account. By Wednesday, you bought a new one. You want to do a better change to what you did in the last two. No patience, no relaxing, like, okay, let me just wait for this account to sit a little. You enter the trade again, take few losses, repeat the same process of revenge trading, and before you know, Friday is here, you've taken 7 losses and you are in drawdown, or you've taken 5 losses and you are in deep drawdown. It doesn't make sense. Throughout this week, I've not taken a single trade. A single trade. I've not placed a trade. Last week, I only placed 2. This week, I've not seen any. In fact, entering the chart on for my own pair gold is clear consolidation. Just that I didn't really watch BTC. I didn't really look at BTC, so I don't really know what's going on BTC. I only saw it. I only went through BTC when I realized Kelvin called a trade on it. That was the only time I went to check BTC. Since then, now I've not checked the BTC or look at any pair or whatsoever. I'm still sitting down waiting for the right setup. So I really don't understand. I really don't know. Maybe it's the mentality. Maybe it's the situation. I don't know. There's literally no sense in forcing trades, knowing that the uh result of forcing trade is losing it. It's like you know if you do this, if you do that, you are going to fail at this thing, and you are still doing it. At that point, something is wrong somewhere. Knowing that this thing you are doing, you are setting yourself up for failure, but still yet you are doing it. Something is wrong somewhere. Genuinely. I'm not saying you should go on a trade and not on a week and not take any trade. No. And I'm not saying I'm perfect for not taking any trades. No. But approaching the chart or price with something that is not there, with a setup that has not been printed, with a bias that is not there. We are currently in a bullish trend. You are seeing a bias on bearish, you are entering. Makes no sense. Because I personally now on gold, what I've been saying is what's it called? What I've been saying is a ranging market. It's a ranging market. It's only on Monday we had a good impulsive move. Only on Monday. Since then, can you guys still see the screen? I wanted to. Can you guys still see the screen?
Yes, sir. You can see the screen.
Yes, I can see it.
As I was saying, it was only on Monday we had this impulsive move. This impulsive move from here. So this is where Monday started. So this was the impulsive move on Monday. From Tuesday, we've been ranging because we need a time frame indication, right? So from that Tuesday, we've been ranging. It's been more of a sideways market. So me personally, there is no reason to take 5 losses here or 4 losses by marking out any fair value gap that I see. Now the only thing I'm waiting for here is this 4-hour higher time frame 50% mitigation. Then we can see what might happen from here. Since this low is refusing to get taken out, maybe we are about to continue the buys. And that's why I'm having these buyers now. And since my higher time frame has not mitigated, I'll wait. That's one thing about it. Sometimes I'll see stuff like that. I'll be so confused. I'll just be like, what's going on? Is it like you guys are not even? I'm talking about some guys now. Like some guys are not even learning. They're not even ready to follow whatever advice I'm giving. I was so lost. Imagine by I think this thing I say Wednesday yesterday. Imagine by Wednesday only you have taken 6 losses. By Wednesday, oh, you are not a scalper, you're a 30-minute or 15-minute trader. You are not doing anything. The progress and you will chase it and you will chase that progress and God forbid. Because the whole point is improvement. The whole point is one day you are making money out of this thing. But if you are not following the right pace, you're not following the right rules, you are not following the professionality of the game, you are going nowhere. Now, on this, let's see other pairs now. Because I actually don't go to other pairs. But let's see other pairs. Let's see if we had an higher time frame mitigation. Okay, I think I can spot one here. Let me see the higher time frame indication for this. Okay, this is looking good. We had a daily 50% fair value gap mitigation. Let's go to the 4-hour. On 4-hour we had this. Let me see 2-hour. On 2-hour we had this. So anyways, we mitigated this. No fair value gaps. Did I just say fair value gaps? Yes, actually, no fair value gap so far. If you are waiting for, okay, I think we had one on mitigation. But on mitigation here, no fair value gaps. So on 15-minute time frame, after mitigating the 4 hour also, let me see what the 4 hour look like. So on mitigation, I think we found a 15-minute fair value gap. This was on mitigation. So the only entry is this even Monday? Oh, this is even 5th of November. But this is what is currently happening. Stop loss will be somewhere around here. Let's say extreme TP here. But most TP would have been from around here. But let's just say extreme TP here. Anyways, let me see where Monday started from here. So yeah, since Monday, this is what we had. This is what it looks like. We've taken the next high for that particular 15 minutes, but for this daily, we've not taken the high. This is the high for the daily. Or let's say yeah, that's for the higher time frame. Mitigation. Okay, this would have been the high. So that's the target for the next time. So what we will wait for now is another higher time frame mitigation to enter on the 15 minutes. If you're not doing that, if you are here and what you're actually here for is to trade like me, if you're not doing that, trying to take anything on GU is bullshit. Whatever you've been doing is bullshit. There's a lot of fair value gap continuation here actually. Before this, I was taken out. And the higher time frame, maybe somewhere like this, since we know that this is just a continuation. But advisable 7 to 8 hour is good for you. But anyways, a lot of continuation appeared also. But if you are not doing this on GU currently, I don't know what you are doing. Let's say unless you catch any of these continuation entries. I used to say it, know where price is coming from, know where price is going, know the current mitigation of a particular price, the momentum, and all. Now let's go to AU. Actually, yeah, I don't think I'm seeing any higher time frame indication. I think I'm seeing 1 year, even though it's been mitigated and it's played out. But anyways, I'm sure looking at most of these pairs, from that Monday, nothing was guaranteeing seeing 6 to 7 stop losses before Friday and taking them and even taking majority as stop losses. I've said it before and I'm saying it again, it doesn't work that way. Let me see if I can say something on AUDJPY. See? Nothing. So I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's hear from you guys. If you have a question or any questions throughout this week bothering you, table it out now. Let me hear.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello? Are you getting me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, good evening. Oh, thank you so much. I want to ask you as it relates to the trading. Last time we spoke, that you were going to, I think, send your trading plan and
Sorry,
stuff
I
like that.
can barely hear you. I don't know if it's from me. Can you come again from the beginning? I'm sorry.
I said the last time you spoke that you were going to send in your trading plan because the entire purpose of you mentoring us, like you said, is for us to trade exactly like you. So I wanted to know, like, based on your strategy, what's the risk to reward ratio, like since you have back tested it and you have used it for a couple of months? Because I've been like lagging when it comes to that. And I'm part of the new people also. So I wanted to know, like, understand a lot of things properly. So that's one thing. And again, when it comes to the psychology part, I've been struggling a bit with that. Sometimes I enter a trade and then I'm like thinking if it's actually going to play out and stuff like that. And I think the last time you spoke of something, I don't know, about fear and stuff like that, I've been lacking with all those things. For me, like, actually getting a trading account is not a problem, or depositing in my account. I have like money to deposit and stuff like that. But like losing it is the problem. I'm afraid to lose the money. So like sometimes I avoid certain trades and stuff like that. So I don't know if he has some tips and stuff like
You know what's going to happen, Milky? Can you hear me, Milky?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
To be for real, I kind of struggle with hearing you passing something to me. So probably send a VN. I would have loved to answer the questions so everybody else can learn. But I would love you to send a VN personally after this session. Then we can talk about. I feel like what we were talking about is kind of long, and I struggle with hearing you. Sometimes it echoes, and sometimes maybe the noise from the background don't allow me hear it clearly. So just send a private one. Tell me you are Mickey on WhatsApp, and I'll treat it. I'm very sorry. I was trying to even grab everything you said together. Was why I was holding on. But to not waste time, let's just do that in the DM.
So
Voice
you're
note or
I should
text
send
both.
you right now on WhatsApp, you mean?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Alright. So let's go on with the next question. Throughout this week, maybe you had something bothering you, or throughout this few sessions that I had, what I talked about, you have something bothering you, or what you think we should treat, whatever question it is, just go on.
Yes, Chief, I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, there's something that has been bothering me about like the charts, and it's relative. It's about relative highs and lows as a form of liquidity. Most of the time, if hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can go on.
Yes, most of the time, if let's say there's a POI, and let's say price gives an inducement, then price comes back, and then gives like a relative, an equal high or just a relative high. Most of the time, if price should come back to that POI, it takes it out. So I wanted to actually know what validates like a valid relative equal high and the situations at which it would not work.
Now, are you still trading other blocks as point of interest?
No.
So what you are saying now is, are you talking about liquidity before your point of interest?
Yes.
So you said sometimes price of formula please, that last part of taking it out, let me hear you.
Sometimes when price comes and like sweeps, like let's say it gives a relative low, a relative high, but it sweeps. Just sometimes price might just come back and validate, like invalidate the POI that was there.
All right. Let me try and max what I think I'm getting from what you are saying. So what you are saying is this. So let's say the point of interest was here.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Yes.
All right. So this is one thing about this kind of scenario. There are different type of points of interest. Yeah. Let's say by the time price does this, the job of any point of interest here is done. By the time price does this, taking out this low, the job of any point of interest here is done. Nothing here is still validated unless it's an higher time frame. If it is an higher time frame, you wait for mitigation, then you enter on confirmation. If it looks like this without higher time frame, let's say this is a 30 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever is happening here, taking out this low, it has played out. It has played out from another point of interest. So waiting for a point of interest here again will just take you out, use you as liquidity. Now the second thing is there are different type of point of interest. Sometimes you can have a double fair value gap. Maybe you have another fair value gap here. And before you know, what just happened here was mitigation. Then lower time frame, 15 minutes, mitigated another 15 minutes. Mitigated as confirmation entry, and we just continue and sold. But let's even say this was not part of it. Let's say this low was not taken. Now for the 15 minutes entry, As of here now, this would have been the TP for the 15 minutes. Let's say this was an higher time frame mitigation. 15 minutes would be what? Lower time frame, 15 minutes fair value gap. So it would have taken out this low and that 15 minute TP would have been done. So waiting for here now, unless it's an higher time frame and it's on confirmation, you shouldn't. By the time this mitigation is happening, the one that is forming lower highs and the one that is forming wait, hold on. Milky, I think your mic is still on. Please mute your mic. Is Milky still here? Whose mic is making that background noise?
I think it's Chidera Da Vinci.
Chidera, please mute your mic. Anyways, as I was saying, this mitigation here, unless it's an higher time frame. In fact, most higher time frame, a mitigation would have happened here and sold all the way here. So the next mitigation, you will just wait for confirmation because whatever you are waiting for here might have happened here already. You barely see me take fair value gaps like this. I don't take fair value gaps like this. If the fair value gap is not starting the confirmation like this, if it's not starting the confirmation like this, and of course, here would have been an higher time frame mitigation. So it will be relative. Oh no, forget even relative because this is the type of fair value gaps that I take. The fair value gap that are mitigated here, lower time frame here, and that's it. The job is done. Anything above here now is none of my business. Anything here is none of my business. In fact, by the time we are taking out this low, I will assume the job is done. So we might even continue like this. So yeah, when it comes to liquidities before point of interest, unless it's on the higher time frame and you just go mitigated, that's when you can unless it's an higher time frame point of interest unmitigated, that's when you wait for confirmation. If it's just like a normal 30 minutes like this, you have no reason taking a setup like this on the 30 minute or on the 15 minute. Most times it will result into stop losses because whatever you are chasing, the job might be done already. For whatever point of interest you are waiting for here now that just got taken out, the job has been done here already. So did I answer Chidera's question?
It was Henry, but yes, you answered the question.
Oh, it was Henry.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Because Chidera's mic was unmuted, so I thought he was the one answering the question.
Yes, you
All
answered
right.
the question.
Any other question?
My question is on something that you've not thought, but you said you were going to
good
teach,
evening,
which
bro.
was engineered.
Engineering liquidity. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I actually treated engineering liquidity. Maybe it didn't go deep into it, but I talked about it. But one thing with engineering liquidity is currently, or let me just say on the chart, I don't even really see it. It's still more of what's it called? Wait, hold on. system of inducement and other type of liquidity that moves the market. Engineered liquidity, I barely see it. And sometimes engineered liquidity might not even be the engineer that you are talking about, like you think you are saying. But anyways, if it needs to be treated this week or next, I'll still talk about it. But one thing is, if something is not essential, I don't really give it much attention. But yeah, I think I should just give it for knowledge sake again.
Yeah.
Any other question?
Yeah, bro. Good evening.
Um,
Um, I want to it's like a question, but I have two accounts, two funded accounts, like both two different one, 25K and 10K. So I already passed the funded phase, the challenge phase for both, and I'm funded. So my question is concerning the psychological part. So please if you can't hear me, please call my attention because my network is somehow. So the day before yesterday, on Tuesday, I traded both of the accounts to like 1,000 plus. 1,000 plus. So on the 10K account, I was supposed to make a withdrawal next tomorrow or tomorrow. I don't know, tomorrow or next tomorrow. So on Wednesday, I saw a trade I wanted to take. That's on GBP JPY. So I missed that trade because I'm doing my IT. I was on site and everything, so I didn't take that trade. So and it was a good one. It was a good one. So yesterday I saw one. I took a loss yesterday. It was bad. So everything I took it on both of the accounts. Then I went on back to 500. Like each of the both accounts had 500 from 1,000 plus. So today I was like, I should try and make it back up and like that. So I took a trade on USD JPY. I took a trade on USD JPY and I took a lot of position, like two loss size, but I had it on 0.1. That's like 20. So I just took the trade and it was like going against me. And I noticed that okay, today is Thanksgiving or something like that. So I had to close that trade. And I closed that trade 30 minutes time and everything is going my way. And I was like, I shouldn't have closed that trade. I should have just left it alone and something like that. But I'm worried about I didn't set stop loss because the trade is much and I had it on both of the accounts. I had it on both of the accounts like that. Then I closed the trade. I saw another opportunity on GBP JPY. I took the trade again. Same thing, two loss size. This night like this, I just rest. I've lost the profit on both of the accounts. They're already back to the normal amount. That's the 10K is on 10K, 25K is on 25K, and my psychology is everywhere over the roof. I don't even know. Maybe I could trade it again or something. I don't know. I don't know.
all right. How many pairs
What will
do you
you
trade?
what will you I don't know if you have gone through something like this before. What will you have me do? That's my question.
All right. How many pairs do you trade?
I trade GBP, JPY, GBP USD, and XAU USD with BTC. That's four. Just four. But I take two every day.
All right. This is one thing with passing challenge phases. You've passed phase one, you've passed phase two, and you're in the funded phase. This is one thing about it. Whatever made you pass that phase one and phase two, let's assume you have track records now. You go through it by the time you have a funded phase, and then you apply the same method. Something that works for phase 1 works for phase 2. Of course, it should work for phase 3. Phase 3, that's the funded state. So those things that you did, that you feel like you did right, in the challenge phases, apply it on the funded distance also. Now, here's one thing about missing out an opportunity. I said the last time you missed that. I said something about missing out opportunity last time. Now, I said you missed out an opportunity. I missed out an opportunity. I watch it myself play out. Then, I want to revenge. I want to feel like, oh, whatever I lost, whatever I should have made, let me try and make it again. Before you know, you take a trade and then you lose the profit you have already. Maybe you lose a little from the profit you have already. Before you know, you want to revenge trade. Now you've gone from let me make what I couldn't make to let me revenge and make more money than I lost. And before you know, your psychology is fogged and you're back to zero again. So one thing about it is, whatever I use to pass phase 1 and phase 2 is what I will apply in the challenge phases. And it works for me in that way. I don't get much percentage when it comes to payout, but I will definitely get payout. So yeah, how I tackle all these things is, when I have a missed entry, it is gone. Like bye-bye, no problem. Another opportunity will come. I won't have the mentality, don't have the mentality of, oh, let me make back what I missed, what I could not trade. Let me see if I can make that money back. Then you go from there to let's say you lost that particular one now. Then you go from there to, oh, I just lost a trade and I'm back to half of my up in profits. Then you want to revenge the trade. And before you know, because you are trying to revenge, you're trying to spot what is not there, you take another loss. Then from there you are in drawdown, and then the psychology just continues getting messed up. So in that scenario, you miss the trade, bye-bye. You don't revenge trading. Once you take a loss, you cool down. When you take a loss, you cool down. Either you wait for the next day or wait for the next opportunity. So you need all this. So one advice I'll give you is, in as much as passing that phase 1 and phase 2, in as much as it is not luck, whatever you used, whatever plans, whatever strategy, whatever psychology, follow it again. No need to be panic, no need to take revenge trading, none. So did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
And if you can reduce your pairs, because you mentioned 4 and you say you take 2 on them, maybe I'm thinking you take 2 on every single one of them. I don't know.
No. Like maybe like today I traded gold and BTC USD like that. Tomorrow I will try to like move to GBP JPY and GPUSD, and it's not that I trade the both of them. Like I'll check on anyone which one have like a setup for me and stuff like that. So then I'll just take one and trade on both of the accounts like that. But today was pretty fucked up. I took over like more than 70 positions. It's a lot. And I just messed it all up.
Is that allowed on Profem? Is that allowed with Profems? 70 positions.
Yeah, it's allowed. I don't know whatever way it happened today.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hello, boss.
Yeah,
Good evening.
crazy.
Yeah, please, I have a question. About this I think continuation entry, or I should call it confirmation entry. So I don't know if you like. I don't know how I can explain it, but after price mitigates a particular POI, like the extreme entry. So I'm not trying to look for continuation entry or confirmation entry on lower time frame. Maybe I saw a FVG that is playing out already on 1 hour or 2 hours FVG. So after spotting it, so on 15 minutes, so I'm not trying to get a new like confirmation entry though. So I want to ask that must it break structure to the upside or downside before I can take the one on the 15-minute time frame? I don't know, maybe you get me right.
Can you draw it out? I understand a little, but can you draw?
Yes,
Let's
yes.
say a little sketch. Just a little sketch and send to me. Like send
Okay.
to the group now.
Okay.
Hi, Jayden.
Yeah.
I good evening. How you doing? So I wanted to remind you that you told me to send a question to your DM. I sent it and you've not like replied it. So you told me to do that after the last class, and I did already. And I sent reminders, but you've not checked it. So what's up?
I think I missed it. I've not really been active on WhatsApp. Maybe after, like, let's say after you sent it, probably I forgot and didn't check it out. But
Huh?
I'm familiar with your name, so after this session, maybe you can resend the DM, then I'll go through it.
All right, I will do that.
Hi, Jayden.
Yeah, I don't.
So, yeah, my question is because I think the last time you mentioned something about where there are more than one fair value gaps where one might act as liquidity. So, I wanted to know if there's a way to spot which fair value gap is actually liquidity and which one is um like not liquidity or something, or if that's even
Um,
possible.
Regarding this, I've talked about it many times. In fact, the last okay, you know what? Since we started this, since we resumed these new sessions and all, go through the first two videos. You will understand picking the right fair value gap when you spot two. Just be patient, you will see it along the way. The first two. If I
All
start
right,
explaining on the charts now, it will take a long while. I'll have to mark it out and all. So just go through those ones.
all right, thank you.
Yeah. Um, I'm waiting for me me to drop this thing that the question you asked.
Hello?
Hello, Jayden. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on, of course.
Good evening, everyone. Um, I'm really struggling with, I would say, progress. I'm still trying to pass a prop. I've passed the prop actually, the first phase, but the second phase I sort of lost track. Then I lost it. So anytime I get a prop, I trade my first, like for example now, I might get a few wins. Let me say a few consistent wins. Maybe first trade I might win. The next, second and third trade I might lose it. In the fourth trade I might win, or something like that. Where I maintain my risks to reward around 1 to 4 hours. So sometimes this thing happens. I will just go on a losing streak, like 7 straight loss, 8 straight loss. And this I mean is not that I don't trade every day. I'll wait for my setup. Sometimes I won't even trade a whole week, still trying to be patient, still be back testing. But when I'll still place a trade, following my same setup, I'll still take a loss. And this might go on and on and on and on. I might just win one. The last win I got, I think it was early last month. But since then, my last trade, my last 7 trades after it has all been lost. And I'm in deep drawdown in my account. And this is not the first time that is happening. I do feel that there is a certain stage that you get that you won't be losing that much, or everyone is supposed to enter a losing streak. I don't know if it's normal. Every now and then you enter a losing streak and you jump back out of it again. But sometimes I do feel that when I enter a losing streak, I might not come out of it. I eventually lost the account. I'm not scared of losing the account. I'm not scared of losing the account, but the whole psychological trauma that comes with it, of you losing 7 trades in a row because you felt like you've got your edge, you've got your psychology right, you've got everything right. You are just to wait for your setup and execute, wait for your step and execute. But sometimes you just when it strikes like this, I can go 8, 7 threes lost straight. So it's really mind draining. I don't know whether you have any say on it or whether you've been through this part before, whether it's normal or it boils down to me that I'm not really doing something proper. So that's what I just wanted to say. I wanted to have your say on it. And PS, since I ever started trading, I haven't made a single profit from trading, but I know that I will eventually. But this problem I just laid out to you now is something that I've been trying to overcome. I've been trying to overcome. That's what I just wanted to ask. Thank you. Hello.
I forgot I was muted. I've been saying a lot. I did not know I was still muted. Anyways, what I was saying is, you said like from what I can hear from you, you are saying you follow your plans, you wait for your setup. Sometimes you go wait without trading. So what you're trying to say is you are doing the right thing. Like from your perspective, you are doing the right thing, but not seeing the results. Now, on this level, let me ask first, how many pairs do you trade on your watch list?
Okay, on my watch list, I don't trade gold or BTC actually. I only trade USD JPY. Let me check my watch list right now. I've got USD JPY, USD CHF, USD card. This is like trade I do trade like actively, especially currently. That's been USD card, USD JPY, and AED USD straight.
If I may ask, sorry, if I may ask, why? Like, out of all pairs, USD CHF, USD card, USD JPY is still kind of understandable, even though it is not really sustainable because I do trade it sometimes too. But why USD card and USD CHF? What's the logic behind that? Those two.
Um, it I would say it sort of matches how I trade. Um, sometimes, not all the time, no, as all pairs do, but sometimes you do. There's not a lot of consolidation on it, and it's not that fast. So it's something that can match up with the pace, especially USDJ, USD CAD, and AED, USD. I do feel that I can match up with their pace. I don't know if you feel that they're a bad collection of pairs, because I don't really trade much pairs. I don't really add more to my watch list. I'll just, you know, keep on refining and all that.
Actually, if you have been trading that for a while now without progress, let's say for a while now, let's say 6 months, 7 months, you should be changing it. Personally, with my own perspective, I feel like that's a bad collection of pairs, especially since you're even having USD, like you have like two pairs with USD CAD, USD CHF. Those two collections is not going. So if you have AUD USD, USD JPY, good and fine. But those, I think you're mentioning up to 4 5 now, but they are not sounding right. It's not about uh, matching the pace. Let me just put it that way. Those pairs too, sometimes they can be very volatile and they will spike also. But the whole point is that patience to wait for the higher time frame indication and all. By the time the rest of the moves is happening, you might even not be in the market. That's one thing with gold. It's very volatile, it moves and everything. But once you are done with your own, you can just relax and watch what else is going on. In fact, all the volatility might not concern you anymore, might not even touch you anymore, because you've done what you want to done and you're out, what you want to do and you're out. Or sometimes you are still waiting, and whatever the pace or how fast it's moving might not even concern you for that moment. So I feel like that's the wrong collection of pairs. Another thing I want you to do is if you have a record of the losses or the pairs, the charts, the price action you traded, the setup, I would love to see them. So let's know if the problem too is technical problem. Maybe it's no more, since you are waiting for your plans and you're not scared, your mentality, your psychology is there that you're not scared of blowing the account. Probably it is technical issue. Probably it's technical issue. Or maybe you are your collection of pairs is not aligning with the strategy you are taking. Maybe your collection of pairs is not working on the setups you are taking. Like your setups is not working on those collection of pairs. So maybe after the session, no, let it be tomorrow morning. So you send those charts, like records of the chart. I'm not talking about win trades now, the losses you've taken. So just send them to me. So let's know if it's technical issue now, since you said you are doing most of the things right. So let's see if it's technical issues.
No problem. I'll send it to you tomorrow, because I do my before and after. I do save it on my private as Telegram. I have like a group I open, so I do post my before and after before each and every trade I do take. So I was going to send it to your WhatsApp or your Telegram.
So all right, no problem, Michael. Thank you. What you are saying here, sorry, me, is that on this 4 hour now, let's say this is the mitigation. Are you saying this is the mitigation?
Yes.
And we had a 15-minute time frame there.
Yeah, for the 15 minutes.
If you have a 15-minute time frame here, this last this this last blue line that I mark now, I'm marking a break or structure. Most times, fair value gap has played out here already. I said it the last time while I was treating entries. Fair value gap has played out already. It has mitigated and it has taken out this next low. The TP has been done for now. The TP for here for this point of interest here has been done for now. So now that we have mitigated here, you are still now waiting for the one up here. Most times when it appears like this, let's say you have a fair value gap here, you would have another one here, and this one would have played out already. I want you guys to check those first two videos that I made about entries. I talked about this kind of situation, this kind of fair value gaps. So it is this mitigation has happened and it has played out already. By the time you are waiting for this one now again,
Mine now, so you leave.
by the time you are waiting for this one again, whatever wants to play out has played out. But let's now say this one now didn't take out this extreme low or didn't take out this one. Good and fine. So by the time this is happening again, this mitigation is happening again. Of course, we need it to break structure.
Yeah, that is what I want to know. Like, because there was a day that I traded, like I posted the one of my setup on this thing. So someone had told me that it doesn't break structure to the down. So I was now thinking maybe, or like I don't even know. Maybe that is I hit stop loss that day, but I was now
Yes,
thinking maybe
for this
that's the
kind of
reason.
scenario,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
this kind of
yeah.
scenario, you need to break structure.
That's actually what I was trying to.
All right. Tomorrow we are going to be treating entries. Maybe I think we need that now at this point. We
Good
need
evening.
that. Yeah, good evening.
Sorry, when you said it needs to, I not understand there, and I not it actually. But then I want to, and when you say it needs to break.
Can everyone mute their mic for now, please? Amza, please come again.
So you were telling him that it needs to break structure there. But I don't actually understand uh what it means. So
So basically, this is it. If you have a change of character or a break of structure now, let's say this was an higher time frame mitigation, then we wait on lower time frame. No, okay, let's say this is the higher time frame mitigation. This is the higher time frame fair value gap. On 15 minutes, let's not say we went to the 15 minutes. Let me just draw everything out on the 4 hour. Let's on 15 minutes it will look like this. On 15 minutes it will look like this. This mitigation needs to look like this. So it will have broken structure like this on this 15 minutes. So what I was saying, or what he was saying they were telling him is this needs to break structure before you can now enter on 15 minutes. But this is one thing I said recently, that for this kind of scenario, sometimes it doesn't need to break structure. this scenario, sometimes it doesn't need to break structure. By the time he's forming the fair value gap like this on that 30 minutes, that 30 minutes not break structure, but the 15 minutes would have break structure, and the price will just play out and continue. But by the time he's taking out these lows, like the scenario he gave, by the time price is taking out these lows, like the scenario is good, but even though it has not taken the normal TP yet, it's now returned and add another mitigation because that was the scenario it was showing.
No, no, sir. This is the exact what I was trying to do on that 15 minutes. I was just trying to make it clear that normally higher on 4 hours there will be a multiple candle on if you break it down to 15 minutes time frame. That's why I make those candle all those line that
Oh,
yeah. This is what
actually,
you
it
just
is
explained
not.
it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Most times it is actually more valid when it breaks structure. They are correct that it needs to break structure. It's more valid when it breaks structure, but sometimes that it will not break structure and it will play out because that particular structure you are waiting for would have broken on another time frame. So it is more valid when it breaks structure, but that doesn't mean it is invalid when it doesn't, unless your bias or the trend you are trading was not correct. Most times it needs to break structure. In fact, it's more valid when it breaks structure, but it's not. Sometimes like the last this thing that I traded on BTC. Was it BTC? You see, if you were waiting for break of structure, that means you'll be waiting for a year. You'll be waiting for price to break structure here. You wait for price to break structure here before you now say you want to trade like this. No. Before all this happened, we had a 15-minute fair value gap here. So on the 10 minutes, this was a little fair value gap break of structure. So this one already started playing out. You can see 15 minutes fair value gap formed and immediately mitigated and started playing out. But if you had waited for break of structure, then you'd have been waiting for this before you now say you come and trade here. So sometimes it doesn't form. By the time this has happened, price will just play out. Price will just play out. But the funny thing here is after that, if that was what you waited for, if you want to wait for fair value gap, by the time it later broke structure here, it gave another fair value gap, right? And the fair value gap actually played out. It later formed like this. Came, hold on. Later formed like this. Came back and played out. So yeah, sometimes after the break of structure will now later form, it can still play out. But sometimes we will not have that fair value gap. It will just form like this and play out. The break of structure gives it more validity, but that doesn't mean when it doesn't break structure, it is invalid.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. That is what I've been like.
Okay.
I usually check your post too, but thank you, sir.
All right. So Amza, did you understand too now?
Yeah, I get it clear. Actually, I have a question on order block continuation or and confirmation. I sent you the chart on WhatsApp, but I guess you were so busy, so you couldn't check it. So my question,
Other block continuation.
yeah, order block continuation and confirmation actually, mostly continuation. So on gold, there was a mitigation on 4 hour fair value gap after this. The 2 hour mitigation block overlapping with fair value gap after price rejected from that point, so it formed a 4 hour fair value gap. So when I was backtesting on Saturday, I sent you the chart that on mitigation on the 4 hour, so there was a 1 hour candlestick rejection, that is a engulfing, and then uh price formed a structure with two order block. So then I waited for the one above it, thinking that the one below will be used as liquidity. But then price didn't get there. It uh, mitigated the one I thought would be used as liquidity. But then there was a liquidity before that one too. But then I was thinking the liquidity is not close to the inducement is not close to the order block. So that was why I didn't take it. I was now asking if it is right, if I took the right decision by not taking it. So that's my question. I hope you got my
This
question.
your question is a little bit complicated. Even though I understand what you are saying, I think I get what you're saying. So I'll just check out the chat. I'll
Okay.
just check out the chat. Yeah.
Thank
So at this point, let's wait for tomorrow. Talking about entries. I feel like most questions we even ask today is on entry levels. So let's just expatiate on how to actually take trades on entries. So tomorrow should be 9 p.m. West African time. So I'll be rounding up the session now. We've done an hour plus already. So thank you all for coming. Have a nice day ahead.
Sir, are you going to reply to me in WhatsApp or?
Yeah. I can see your message on WhatsApp already. I'm going to check it out.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Good night, everyone. Good day, everyone.